Hello, everyone. Hello. I know I'm starting early. Hello, everyone. I know I'm starting early, but I just can't hardly stand it. I am tons to share with you today, and sorry, allergies. Um, I did already put the recipe in the description box. It's apple brownies. It sounds really yummy. I thought it'd be a really neat fall yummy thing to make. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Going to give everybody a chance to get here. They just got notified that we're live. Oh, sorry. Tickle. Did you guys notice that we have 400 and hold on 489 people subscribe to our channel. Awesome sauce. So we'll be to the 500 giveaway before you know it. Like I said, you get a fuller hook. There's a camera that's still in the package, and lots of yarn. Lots and lots of yarn. Like I said, a fuller hook. Lots of goodies. So thank you, everyone, so very much for joining me. If you see me looking over to the side, it's because that's the I can see the chat over here on the side where I have a computer. I have it up and out of the way so I don't bump anything. So yes, we'll be to 500, and we'll have that great big giant giveaway, which is some Noro yarn and the camera, fuller hook, and some other surprises. So and also I do have another giveaway going on. If you haven't already checked it out, it's a mystery bag. 3 pounds. Oh, sneak peek of yarn plus some goodies. So those are the two giveaways I have going on right now. I can't hardly wait to show you. I have yarn coming today from Ice, a large shipment. I spent lots of money. I spent my whole month's allotment on Ice, and I hope you love what I got. I got a lot of cakes and lots of other things. So that's supposed to be coming today, and if I can stand it, I will wait till Friday afternoon to open that. Now Friday might be a little late or I don't know what time Friday. I will let you know. Make sure you get your little bell click so you know. Get notified because I have to take my mom to the doctor and at 11 o'clock. So I know it won't be lunchtime. It'll probably be late, early evening. Probably my husband will be home, but that's fine. He'll be playing with Toby, hopefully. And so about Toby, I took him to the vet yesterday because he's still not eating, laying around. He won't run and play or nothing. So they did blood work, x-rays, everything came back normal. There's you can tell he hasn't been eating because there's gas in his intestines and his stomach. So anyway, he oh my gosh, my mom just turned the furnace on. It is freaking hot down here. It's 72 degrees down here in the basement, and she just turned the furnace on. So you see me start sweating, you know why. Crack me up. Anyway, back to Toby. So they think what it is anxiety. He's upset and worried, and I really think is he loves my husband. My husband don't think too much about him because drives my husband nuts because he loves my husband too much. And we think he is having withdrawal symptoms from my husband not being home. So they gave him some anxiety pills to take, and hopefully that will help. So we'll see. But I did get him to eat some meatloaf. And I hate to tell you, I do make a killer meatloaf. And I did get him to eat some meatloaf. As a matter of fact, a big plate full. This morning, he wouldn't eat a slice of ham to take his pills. I don't know how you give a dog that won't eat pills, but anyway, I did fix some hot dogs, put the pill in the hot dog, and he ate hot dogs with the pills inside. And if you just keep on feeding the hot dogs to him, he'll never know which one has pills, which ones don't. So anyway, all right, stuff to show you. I cannot stand it. No, the other day I showed you about how using these for pattern markers to put on your patterns instead of writing on them and messing them up. Look at these cute little things I found. Some sheepies. Yeah, I'm going to put them on Etsy for sale. I'm going to make, oh, sorry, little fuzzy. These are bears. There's two different kinds of bears. Aren't those the cutest thing? No, he won't eat. No, peanut butter. He'll eat the peanut butter and spit out the pill. Pigs. I love these pigs. Isn't that the cutest thing? Anyway, they're markers. They're paper. They come off, stick just like these do. They're paper. They come off again, and you can use them to mark your pattern. Why they're not on sale already? Because I want to make a video on how to use them. But yes, they're pattern markers. Aren't those the most cutest things you ever see? I love them personally. Love them. So anyway, I got them. I did get some more stitch markers. I'll share them with them real quick while we wait for people to come. These are some hearts. Got some flowers. Some owls, silver owls. Lucky Charms. I sold the fruits. I got some more fruit. I got hearts, all different color of hearts. And then I got hearts with some rings. I know I'm going through these really quick, but they're on my Etsy shop for sale already. These, I think they look like angels. You get all of these. And then there's beads, all different color of beads with little bows. Some have bows, some don't. And then I found this packaging, and I don't know whether to package it like this or wrap it in tissue paper like I told you guys. What do you think? Is this too commercial? Or should I do it in the tissue paper like I have been doing? Or should I do it like this? I put this in the card myself. I bought these cards and paper. Tissue paper? I thought so too, because I thought it made it look a little bit more personal. This is like too commercial. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to make it look, nice. I wanted it to look special for you, I love these sheepies. Love them. Love them. Can you see them? They're gold. The back. Anyway. Can you put in a small bubble wrap envelope? Yes. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to charge, if I do that, I talked to the postmaster here in town. If I wrap them in tissue paper, and then put them in an envelope and mail them, it will go through the machine, and it won't cost. It only cost me a stamp, and a little more than a stamp. If I put it like I was going to in the brown box, it costs like $5. Drop something on the floor, don't know what. So I want to make it most affordable for you to have these cute, adorable stitch markers, because stitch markers are not cheap, and I wanted you guys to be able to, big difference. So I'm going to, I didn't really like this idea. I thought about, I might put them on the, wrap them in tissue paper, Put a little thank you sticker on it. I got a bunch of those. And then so I think about that. And then put it in an envelope and send it to you guys, because I want to make it, because $5 is ridiculous for shipping for a stitch marker. So even I even asked them about these that are thicker, they're bubbly, and she said they'll go through fine, because I will have them wrapped up in bubble wrap, and tissue paper, so that will make it go through. So that's why when you buy them, the shipping, I think I'm charging 40 cents, because I'm charging 40 cents because I couldn't remember how much a stamp is. So that's why. So anyway, I got a bunch of those listed, all different colors. So those are just a few. So since everybody's here, you guys ready to look at some yarn? I am. I'm ready. I've been ready. So let me start with this company. Can't pronounce it. Cannot pronounce it. From China. Oh, interesting. It's a bag. It's 2 bags in a bag. Cool. Oh, Lord above, they take that one up. How am I going to? We'll just snip the corner. Snip the corner so I can get my fingers in there and pull. Oh my gosh, isn't this pretty? Was I close enough to the camera for you? Not in English, sorry, but isn't that gorgeous? If it's gorgeous yarn, I don't care what language it's in. Little soft, but a little scratchy. Well, tell me, it's machine washable. No chlorine bleach, iron. Doesn't say. A wool rainbow series. Rose collar. Boy, that's pretty. How many of those did I get? 4. I got 4. Boy, those are pretty. They're they feel like wool. Little scratchy, a soft scratchy, but they feel wool. It says 50 grams. 100% Chinese scribble. It didn't, but since it says wool rainbow series, I bet it's feels woolish. Those are gorgeous. All right. I just love getting interesting things that I don't know what they are. Boy, they keep those suckers. Oh, aren't those? Oh my. Oh my. I have to put those back in a bag. Okay, this is Warm Life for Family. Premier product, hand knitted wool. Officially return tie rate 15% standard, whatever that means. Warm water washing. Natural lotion. Do not expose to the sun after washing. Never rub or use washing machine. No, felt. Can you see the yellow in there? I would love your yarn budget. Oh, you love my yarn budget? Yeah, I blew it. Don't tell the husband. Isn't that gorgeous? Soft. I mean, look at the squishy. How soft. How soft, how soft, how soft. I read you everything on it. Good yarn, it says. But isn't that pretty? It's got a little green in the middle. See the little green? A suitcase because of how tiny our apartment is. I understand, but you do know they do make plastic tubs that fit underneath the bed. That didn't help, did it? That did not help. And then this is some more of the mink wool. You remember that I had a while back? That has the matching thread. And it is Premier grade. Of course, put a sticker over it so I can't read it. Why do they do that? They put a sticker over it so I can't read. Anyway, it's mink. It's just like the other mink I had. Is that upside down? Long mink wool. Isn't that pretty green? I got 2 shades of green. Okay. Beautiful purple. This is like a lavender mink. All of them come with matching thread. This navy blue. I about sold out of it when I had it before. This burgundy. It's kind of a purplish burgundy. Love that. Love that. And this beautiful gray. It's kind of a heather gray. Hello, everyone. Hello. And look at this heather pink. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is cashmere mink, premium mink wool. Very, very soft. I mean soft. Squishy, squishy. Very, very, very soft. Just so you guys know, I have very sensitive touch feeling, so I can tell if it's, I don't have to rub it on because I can tell it is. But if you want to know more information about this, will be on, of course, on Etsy. Some of it, and some of it will be on giveaways and stuff. But I think it's interesting. Even the yarn is mink, soft thread. It's mink also. I know I'm getting to little knits. It's next. I wanted to show you this and put this all back in the bag so I don't lose it. Because they're little suckers, about 50 grams, I think. All right. Excuse me. Little box. And they packed it. It's heavy. And it's poofing. You know what I mean by poofing? It's busting out the seams. Ugh. Okay. There's the yucky invoice. All right. I bought some Noro. Let's see what it looks like. Didn't have pink. Isn't that pretty? You see the different pinks inside? Isn't that pretty? I talked about Toby. I talked about Donna. I talked about Toby. He's doing, he's just not eating. He's missing my husband. I talked about some stitch markers I have. And I talked about, and then now we're talking about yarn. And now, but look at that light pink inside. Isn't that gorgeous? Can't read the name, of course. Can you? I don't know how close I can get for it to focus. Silk, 35% silk, 28% wool, 20% Angora, 17% mohair. I bought this to make me a sweater. So anyway, that's Noro. Don't know what this is. See, I order stuff and I forget what I order. Anyways, ice, I have a clue because it's in a email. They sent me pictures. And it's huge. I spent a lot of money. I ain't gonna tell you how much because they'll fit. 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of these. Oh, that's soft. Soft. I love casual yarn, Cascade Yarn distributor. 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Soft. Oh, that's soft. Of course, it's machine washable, tumble dry. Cascade Yarns, I think they're in Washington. But isn't that pretty? It's pretty green, heather, whatever they call it. Isn't that pretty? So, I got that for you guys. I thought that was pretty. Pretty. It's pretty. Oh, I bought some more Noro. They must have had it on sale. Let me see. Always scared to look at these. Oh, yes, they did. Enjoy your yarn. I will. Let's see what this is. This is the one I bought for a shirt. It's got bumpies. I don't mind bumpies. But look at that. Isn't that going to be a gorgeous shirt? Catch up on Toby. They think it's anxiety. So they put him on anxiety pills. So, and that gorgeous. Let's see. Can just show. Can you see? Is it focusing? I can never tell if it's focusing. It's 30% mohair, 30% silk, 28% wool, 14% viscose, 3% polyamides, polyamide. Interesting. Let me open that up so you can see the blues, pinks, purples, greens. Anyway, yes, it was on sale. I got 5. Are you guys ready? This is the kitschy one. Yes, 5 for $60, $59.99. You know, that's a $30 ball. Pretty. 5. I don't think it's a 5. Hold on. Let me, my handy dandy thing. Yes, it's close as a bulky 5, but boy, it's close to a medium. But yeah, it's a 5. Close to a 4. Really close to a 4. Great deal. Great deal. The other one I'm going to show you. The pattern I got. Where did I get this pattern? Fullers. They have free, the crochet hook people, they have free patterns. And this was the pattern they have. And I was going to make it out of Noro. Wouldn't that be pretty? It calls for, just throw it on the floor, didn't mean to. It calls for Red Heart Yarn Hopscotch, which has been discontinued. And it's called for heavy worsted. But I'm going to make it longer, of course, for me. So that's all the yarn for all that yarn was in that little teeny tiny box. That's all the yarn. But they had a fantastic sale when they have Noro. And Noro, this Noro, some Noro is, when you get it, is not real soft. It gets softer as you wash it, of course. This is really soft. I'll tell you the color if I can. Color number 11 is this. If you happen to get it. Let me check real. I don't know. It could be still on sale if you're interested. I don't know if you are. Mitts. Love their new. Do you guys like their new website? Yes, still on sale. 70 to 75% off. Still on sale. Anyway, this was that package of 5 was $250. I got it for $60. And one ball is a $50 ball. It's $30, I thought, but it was $50 ball. One ball, if you just want to buy one, and it's on sale for $14.99. There's the website. So if you guys are interested, have all different colors. All different colors. And of course, patterns. But it's $250. I got it for $60. Which I thought was a steal and a half. Very soft. Very, very, very soft. The other was a little bit more expensive. $7 more. The pink one. So, hi Brenda and everyone. Hi Handmade Designs. Welcome, welcome. Was just showing my new yarn from Little Knits. This was $67.38 I paid for 5 skeins. It's soft. And the color of it, in case you want to know, is number 7. And this is the Oshka whatever. So anyway. Like I said, they still have a lot of their, like I said, they're having it's a clearance sale. So that means once it's gone, it's gone. So anyway, if you want the bumpy ones, it's still, like I said, it says on here, 70 to 75% off. I love this pink one. Look at that pink one. That light, it's pastels. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Lots of new colors. So, unfortunately, I don't think the other one is on sale. Yeah, it might be. But that's what the thing says. The bumpy ones are on sale for 70, 75% off, which is cool. So anyway, let me follow that. I was hoping, reminds me of Easter. Yeah, it does me too. I was hoping to have my ice yarn, but like I said, it's supposed to come today by 4:30, so we'll open it on Friday. Like I said earlier, I'll just remind you, I don't know when I will be on live Friday. Don't know when. I have to take my mom to a doctor's appointment up in Columbus at 11 o'clock. So it'll be late afternoon when we get started, okay? I'm going to take her usually I take her to the grocery store on Fridays. I'm going to do that Saturday. So anyway. So what's everybody been up to? I hope you enjoyed my little stash of yarn I got. It didn't hurt too bad. Usually I go nuts over Noro. If you'd see, I got purple and greens and some reds. No, I guess that's pink. But yeah, I have it above me on a shelf above me, which that won't be joining it because I'll be wicking that sweater like I showed you. That's on my next agenda, that and a blanket. The purple sweater that I've been talking about, I know you guys are tired of hearing about it. I worked on it some yesterday, which was hard with little man and his vet visit at 1 o'clock, and then dealing with my mom. But anyway, I have one sleeve yet to sew up and the sides, and it's done. So hopefully I'll have it done Friday. I hope and hope. So we'll see. I was asked about quite a few on the chat. The questions, comments, what size the sweater is behind me. It is supposed to be a very large 1X because the girls are wearing them oversized, which basically it's a 2X sweater, and 1X people are wearing them. And it's just an because they look like oversized sweaters. So really, it's a 1X and a 2X. People can wear it. If you go to the description box at my Etsy shop where I have it for sale, I give you the list of the measurements. So you can tell, measure yourself and see if it fits. Okay. See if did I miss any questions? Shelly, did I miss any questions? I don't see. Sorry, it's hard to jibber jabber to you guys and show you yarn and also watch the chat. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Discounts. I didn't really. Sorry, nothing that really floated my boat. Hold on, let me see. Lion Brand has buy two get one free. I don't know if you guys like, Willow, WILLOW yarn is having 30% off on wool whips. Discover your dream yarn. Okay. No code. And then Hirschner's Halloween. All their Halloween stuff is for sale. I really didn't see any. It's needlework on sale. I don't see any really yarn. So if you do needlework too, it's on sale. Not that you care, but Women Within's having a coat on sale for $26. See if there's one more. Well, Joanne Faggers always have Webs, which is also crochet.com, is having ends on Thursday, extra 15% off closeout for and let's see, is there look and see if there's a doesn't give a code. But it shows you some of the yarn is like $3.99. This year, that green is $3.65 for so don't know if you're interested. And then of course you all can go to Joann's. They're having 60% off their Halloween stuff also. Little Nets right now is having Roman ROWAN and more warehouse clearance sales. So you might want to check them out. A lot of there's some of the specials are having. A lot of, Lion Brand, buy two, get one free. Yes. Mentioned that earlier. Let's see. Anybody else? That's all I see for right now. That I got anyway. And Mary Maximum also has a Halloween sale. And I'm falling off my chair. So anyway, I showed you the book. I have a magazine coming. That matter of fact, I have a new crochet magazine in the other room. I wanted to show you, but I forgot to grab it. If you talk to Shelly, she'll tell you that I had Monday's thumbnail on the YouTube when we started instead of Wednesday, because I've been up since 5 o'clock and didn't sleep very much last night because of Toby. Had me up most of the night. So he was up and down, off the couch, on the couch. So my allergies are junk. And Mom is hurting really bad with her arthritis. So she's keeping me hopping also. Laundry day for her. So I'm doing her laundry. And so anyway, enough of that. So do you use any gadgets when you crochet, such as stitch counters or one of those tension rings? The only gadget I use is I started using these I had one already open. Can't find it. I must have gave it away. But anyway, to mark my patterns now. I use these now to mark my pattern instead of scribbling all over my pattern, writing all over it. Because I've been known to modify it like this is very short. I have a very long torso, so I will be adding more. So I write to say, so I've been using these post-it notes, which I loved because half of them are, I'll just open it. Why not? It's not like I won't use it. These post-it notes, which are cheap, I love them because, see, they're clear. Plus, you can write on it. And plus, I can put it on any type of paper and remove it. Remove it. Put it back on. And that's probably, you said 10 o'clock, so I thought I was my time. Oh, I'm so sorry, Peppermint. It's Easter Standard Time. Sorry. I should have told you Easter Standard Time. I'm in Ohio. So this is probably the biggest, if you want to call that a gadget. The ring, no, not really. I do use this gadget a lot to make sure, because I got this on Etsy from Laser by J, the letter J. I use this a lot to measure how thick my yarn is, just like I did on that Noro, to see how thick it really is. Because just because they say it's one size doesn't mean it is. Okay? You just put your yarn in the notch and it tells you. I use it a lot, especially when I get started. I do, we call stitch markers gadgets. I use stitch markers a lot. When I'm doing something that is like, for example, a sweater, because I make a lot of sweaters. Like this is like, I forget how many rows. Let's say this is 20 rows. I sew for example, the one I'm working on now is 50 rows. So I mark every 10 rows with us at the end with a stitch marker. So I don't have to go back and count from the very beginning. So like every 10, then 20, I put another stitch marker, and 30, I put another stitch marker. So I don't have to recount, 50 rows. So I know 10, 20, 30, 40, that how many rows there is. So I do use stitch markers for that a lot. And also I use a stitch marker for when I'm done crocheting, and I pull out, how you pull up your yarn, I put a stitch marker there. So if they get, I have to move it or whatever, it doesn't pull out and I lose a bunch of stitches. I'm glad you made it now too. You'll have to play it back because I talked about all kinds of stuff and showed about yarn. And so now I'm just jibber-jabbering about the question was gadgets I use. I would love to use the ring. I have, like I said, I have a bulldog ring, and I have 2 rings left to give away. I think they're awesome. I probably should use it. It probably would be easier on my arthritic hands to use it instead of the way I do it. But no, don't be sorry that you're late. At least you're here. So thank you very, very much for being here. Just talking about gadgets that I use. See, do I use any other gadget? Oh, I do have quite a few hooks because let me grab a hook. Even though it's plastic, I have hot hands. So when you crochet, like this is cold right now, cool because it's plastic, even metal, whatever. They're cool when you start. And then you crochet. If I crochet for a long period of time, it warms it up, and it will not go through, a warm hook will not go through easily through your yarn. It will start snagging and fighting with you. And it's because my hook is too hot. So I grab another hook, a different hook, same size, different hook, and crochet again. Okay. Yes. Use that idea because I'm working every 10 rows with a stitch marker. Or every 20 rows, whatever fits your, whatever you're doing. I've been known to do every 5. Now, if I'm doing a blanket and you have to chain 340 chains, I put a stitch marker every 50. So if something like my mom yells or telephone rings or whatever, I only have to go back to the 50 or I'm at the end, and I want to make sure I have the right number. I don't have to go back and count 240 some chains. I only have to count the 50 to know that I have how many I have. Because when you're phone's gonna ring, someone's at the door, my mom yells, the dog has to go out to potty, something is going to interrupt you when you're in the middle of chaining a lot of chains. Never fails in my life. I don't know about you, but that's what happens to me. And I do every 50 chains, I just snag a little stitch marker on there real quick, keep on going. So that way I know. That's another thing I do. I know that's not a different gadget, but yeah, that's sorry, that's all that I love gadgets. I'm a gadget girl, love gadgets. Right now I don't use very many. You always miss counting my rows. Shelly said, I always miss counting my rows. Is there an easy way to count rows? Well, crochet, stitch mark that's why I do every 10 rows I mark. But it depends on the stitch you're doing. Every stitch is different to be able to count. Because this one, it's a double crochet. It's not too bad to count, But when you get finer, I wish I had something. All my crochet things are in here. Let me grab this guy. This guy, because it's dark, it would be hard to, count the rows, of course. So what you do, you get an area, not necessarily the edge. Sometimes the edge is easy to count, but this might not be the right way, but this is how I do it. I get on the edge, because sometimes you count the middle, but if it's the sleeve, you have to do the middle. But what you do, see if I stretch, it separates a little bit, then I can count 1, 2, between the holes. See the lines? You can see the lines better. See, if you stretch it out a little bit, so you can see the rows better. See how you can see the rows? See, because it's in between the holes is the row. So I just stretch it out a little bit and count. Then I count to my 10. Even if I'm in the middle, I count to 10. I put a stitch marker. Then I count again, stretch it out. It's in between, I just know in between the rows of holes is my stitch. Okay? They are row counters. You press the button in each row. Yes, there is row counters, but I have used those, and I know a lot of people do use them. Fiber Spider uses them, and I wish I was better. But when you're doing a multiple of rows, let's say, because like for example on this pattern, if you was doing, I have a counter in your room. This pattern might not be good. It doesn't say row 1, 2. Okay, because like row 2, you click on 2. Then row 3, you click on row 3. But what if it says from row 3 to row 30, you do the same thing. You can click it every time you do a row, click. Every time you do a row, click. Every time you do a row, click. For me, that got, I hate stopping and clicking. Sorry, that's just me. I got tired of stop, click, do a row, click, do another row, click. I got tired of doing that. I'd rather have done row, then count up from my 10 where I put the stitch marker 10, do another, and then I count up. Oh, there's 8. I have 2 more rows, stitch marker. That's me personally. That's just how I am. And that's why I use like these little things to mark where I am on the pattern, so I don't have to do the little clicky thing. A lot of people use the little clicky, the little counter. There's even ones that you can get apps on your phone to count, that you can just push the app button and it will count for you. I've used them, but I'm not putting them down. They're awesome. But everybody each their own. There's no wrong or right way to do it. So if you need to count that way, go for it. But for me, it was frustrating to me. but that's my opinion. I really tally making a scrap piece of paper, but it doesn't work for everyone. I agree. I put mine on my index finger, and after the end of the row, when my chain, I use my thumb to click it. So for me, it at least the way I use it, I don't have to lose time. That's a good idea. Mine was not on, you don't put on finger like a ring. Mine wasn't like that. Mine's the clicker that you sit on the table. Always question myself if I'm making it or not. Marking it or not. Sorry, Kim, marking what? Marking the stitch? Marking, you can mark different ways. Different people do different ways. I never do the same way twice. Sometimes I do it in the stitch itself, the loop, the chain. And sometimes I do it like right here. Sometimes I do it in the right here. Can you see that far away? Let me get something. Oh, let me get something. I'll get something else here. Oh, cute little top. Like this is, see, this is like a granny square. I would, instead of, depend on, I would, I might just put it in the loop, in the middle loop. And sometimes I do the whole chain. Like this, I might put it around this whole thing here instead of just the loop. It's up to you. Whatever works best for you. I just put, let's see, Holly put, I just put a brown plastic stitch marker at the end of each row if I know I can't recognize the row. Yes, especially if you don't recognize the end stitch. I put a stitch marker at the last stitch, because some patterns and some yarns, it's really hard, especially dark yarns. For me, it's really hard to find, and sometimes the busy yarns like this, it's hard to find the last stitch. So I put a stitch marker in the last stitch or the first stitch. Just depends on what I'm, sometimes both. Yes, I stuff my own stuffing too. I buy my own Christmas presents, by the way, my birthday presents for my husband. And I say happy birthday to me. Thank you very much. That way I get what I want. Oh, you have the one that has like around your neck and a large, bigger clicker and something like that. I had the electronic one on my phone for a long time, and then I got, it's round. It's round. If you ever watched Fiber Spider, it's like his. And you just click the very top for numbers. Yeah, I always get a redder up to 2. That's why I when whoever I found this idea from, thank you very much. I don't know who you are. I watch a lot of videos. I wish I knew, because I would share who you are. Thank you for this tip. This has saved me a lot of tearing out and recounting, marking my patterns. So, because I mark where I am at, and I also mark, like if you go down and it says repeat line 6 through 9, I go back up and put a marker like I'm starting at 6. I put a new marker at number 6. So I know I've already done, like line 10 says repeat line 6 through 9. So I keep a stitch marker down there at 10, and I put a new one up at 6 and then move it back down. So I know exactly where I'm at. And I have been known to draw an arrow on my stitch mark on this paper just so I know exactly what stitch I'm at when I have to leave or go and do something. I crochet at night after everyone goes to bed. The silence in my phone. That's usually when I crochet the most at night. But unfortunately, that's when Puppy wants to play. Every time I pick up, I'm done for the day doing my chores. Mom's in bed. Everything's fine. I can finally sit down and crochet. And then that's when he wants to play. So usually that's when he wants to play. So we play and everything and fetch and well, he did until he got sick. And then so then he'll let me crochet until my husband calls. He's a truck driver. He works at night. So when he gets up, he calls and we only chat once a day. So then I talk to him. So I try to crochet when I can, basically. Okay, anybody else have any questions, need any help on anything while we're jibber jabbering about? But yeah, I use a lot of stitch markers, by the way. And so on my projects. So I'm always, when it's done, I have a lot to remove, but that's fine. So I gotta sew in the ends anyway. And like I suggested Monday, make sure when you sew in your ends, you use a long pieces yarn and sew in at least go 3 times at least. Sometimes 2 don't cut it. If they wash the garment or whatever it is, it can come unravel. And if you use it long enough, they can re-sew it. Are your post-it notes, and move the post-it notes up and down on my paper when I'm reading the pattern? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let me get a post-it note. Let's say, that's what I do. Row 1. I'm on row 1, so I highlight the row, or you can flip it the other way and have row underneath. And then when I'm done with row 1, I move it down. I'm on row 2. Then you can move it down as many times as you want and move it down. Then if it says right here, row 4, if it says repeat row 2 through 4, I get another stitch marker, a different color. Oh, I grabbed 2. Oopsie. I'm going to grab another one. Yeah. Okay. I'm on row 1 again. So I know I've already done 1 repeat. So I take this color, I go down. And then I move it till I get down to the bottom. Then I know. Then if it says, then if this row down here says repeat it again, I get another stitch marker and then I go down. So I know I've already done this one. I've already done this one. I'm on to this one where it says repeat rows 2 through whatever. Okay. That's what I do. And so I can keep count of what I'm doing, where I'm at. So if I'm, oh, that's the same color. So if I'm right here at row 3, you can do a minute. Row 3, I can stop and know where I stopped. I'm on row 3. I've already done this row and I've already done this row. I'm on this row, row 3. And then you can, stitch, you can mark on them. You can mark on the collar See my arrow? Or you mark on the clear spot if you want, if you need arrows. Or I've also wrote on there, because I changed this, okay, because like I said, this sweater is way too short for me. It'd be a belly shirt for me because it's too short. So I might write on here on the stitch marker, if it says do 25 rows of this, maybe I might write I did 54, write 54 on it, so I know the next time, instead of writing on the pattern, I know I need to do 54 rows, or I did 54 rows. So I know that the next time, the next panel I do, or if I have to do a same, sometimes you do the back and the front the same, or each side the same. I know I did 54 rows of, so I know the next one I do, it's 54 rows. Does that explain? Are you guys getting that? So you can, on these Post-it notes, you can write on them, and you can remove them 150 million times. So that's what I like. And it's on any kind of paper. Any kind of paper. I've like this is my copier. And then I've even done it out of, let me grab the book. Out of the, because this is slippery. I've even done it in this. Comes off. Move it. It comes right off. Doesn't tear the paper. No matter if it's slippery, shiny. If it's going to tear anything, it will tear the one that you print off on your printer, and it doesn't. I move it a million times, and it doesn't tear the paper. And that way, if you ever do this again, this pattern again, you don't have all those chicken stripes. Because what I used to do, I used to mark, all right, I've done that. Okay, I've done this. I've done that. All right, I've done this one. And then if I ever do this pattern again, what am I going to do? Then the next time I do it, I'll do a circle. Okay, I did that one. Okay, I did that one. I did that one. Okay, then I do it again, the same pattern. Like this is a blanket. All right, I got scratches and I got circles. What am I going to do the next time? I got this pattern all marked up with these stitch markers with Post-it notes, which are worth every penny if you use them like this. You don't have this messed up. And I've even, in the book, I've even marked on top, used them to mark, I want to do that pattern. So it doesn't ruin whatever you put it on. It doesn't take the ink off. Like I said, see, there's no ink on this paper. And I've put it on and off how many times now? I rub it, no ink comes off. And this is, I just ran out off my printer. So anyway, that's what I do with the Post-it notes. And like I said, I like it because I can write on it, then, there's a million, I don't know how many's in a package. I bought this on Amazon. Thought I was buying one package, and I got a bunch of them. There's 100 in one package. So it's going to take a while for me to go through 100. So, and sorry, my nose itches. So anyway, that's what I do with the Post-it notes. So hopefully, you guys will get you some Post-it notes. Hopefully it'll help you. because it's the only thing I have found. And I wish I'd known the lady I saw that did this, because I would just share her name so you all could go watch her. She's, it was awesome. I don't know. I wish I would have. I just remember she did it. But if you see some of my old patterns, they're pitiful. I've got circles, dots, squares. So each time even when I had to go back and repeat, I had to put another square, circle, whatever. Peppermint says, I like the idea of using multiple colors to do multiple repeats. Yes, that has helped me a lot. That way you don't have to go back up. All right. Repeat line 34. 34. Okay. And sometimes some patterns are so small and so little, it takes me a while to find, go back to find out. I got mine on Amazon. You got to think, every store, grocery store, everybody has them. Dollar Tree, I'm sure, has dollar. Everybody has them. So, like I said, I thought it was buying one, and I got a package of 6 from Amazon for not very much. So I thought I was getting to 1. So it wasn't very much. And I got 6. So I got 600. So I will be giving some out and away. But like I said, so I'm thinking about doing a video on it so people, understand what to do. I'm thinking about doing that just for orneriness and just for giggles. Because I want to put them in giveaways in boxes and stuff so people know what in the world I'm doing. Why are you giving me such Post-its? I'm handicapped, so I cannot go out, but Amazon can do. That's where I got it. Amazon, like I said, I got this box. I don't know why I paid for it. It wasn't much, because I would not have, because I thought I was buying one. And I got a box. So, and there's 600 in a package. They come in, you can get them all different colors. You don't have to get neon, whatever, glow in the dark colors. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing a video. What do you guys think? Think that'd be dumb to share with people? So, because some people don't watch this show, but watches my videos. How do you tie your yarn together? One, swapping colors. Do you put a lot of double it? Wish I had my yeah, I do. Wish I had. All right. If it's, I don't have anything to crochet around me. I wouldn't know why I don't have any yarn. All right, let's use this. All right, let me just real quick. It depends. It depends on the thickness of the thread I'm using. Let me just real quick. I'm not really good real quick on crocheting with this hook. If it's the real thin, do you know what I mean by real thin? Like a feather or a number 1, even number 2s, I tie them together in the, I'll show you in just a minute. Let me do one more stitch here. One more stitch. All right. If I'm going to add, I'll cut this off. If I'm going to add yarn, what you do, if I'm going to add yarn, because this is a little thicker, the thicker yarn, I yarn over, like this is, I'm doing a double crochet. Yarn, go through the hole. You can either grab your new yarn now and pull it through, then go through, I'm double crocheting, go through all three. Then what I do, I just do, I wish I, you know how you just, sorry, you just go under, over, and knot it like that. That's it, just to hold it. All right. Now, if it's thinner yarn, now I got a knot. You take your yarn, you tie it around. See how I loop? Tie it around this one. Okay. Then take this in and tie it around the other one. Loop around. See how I got a loop? One loop, tie it around, knot. So I got knot. You pull the two knots together firmly. Then you can cut this off real close to the knot. I didn't do it real close, but that's why I do real thin yarn. Okay. And real thin yarn, you hardly will see the knot. Thicker, you can't do that. Okay. And then the thicker I do it the other way, and then you just I always do the one little loop that tie it to secure it, because if you don't secure it while you're crocheting some more, it'll come through, and you fight with it. So you just just do that little knot, little knot. See, I pull it through, and I just do a little knot just to secure it. And then that way, when I crochet some more, it won't pull through. Is that clear as mud? Oh, how neat. Donna's crocheting hats and scarves for her granddaughter's birthday soon. That's awesome. I just knot when I change colors. Just a tiny little one. Sometimes you knot. It depends on the thread or what you're doing, Sometimes you knot it. Sometimes the thread is sometimes the thread's too heavy, and you can't do that. You can't knot it because you'll have a great big giant knot if you use real thick yarn, like this. You couldn't knot this, because then you'd have this great big giant knot that would be noticeable. Plus it would if you're making a blanket, it'd be hard to lay on. It'd hurt. So you want to weave in your ends and make it as soft as possible. I do that also on sweaters, because you want to make it as soft and as pleasing as possible. But if you're doing washcloths or whatever, whatever works for you. So I also tied together. Okay, I did that. Any other questions that I missed? Putting it in the package. Yes, I'm going to be putting stitch markers. I will be making dog ones and coffee ones. I got the charms. I just got to put them together. I haven't done that because I can't. I have I have to go upstairs in the garage and get my jewel needle nose pliers. I don't know if you guys know, but in the past I used to make jewelry, so I have that kind of stuff to make. Do you chunky yarn then? Yes. How do you do chunky yarn? All right. See if I can find the middle. Of course, I won't be able to find the middle. Let me use one. Let me find one I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be making a blanket out of this. Little sucker. Oh, I'm falling off my chair. I'm a wiggle butt. I'm sorry. But all right. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I was meant to show you. All right. Let me crochet up some knots real quick. Some hooks. So I can show you. All right. I'm going to do a half double crochet again. All right, there's my half double crochet. Same way. You go in, come out. Now you can come out and then add your other yarn to, like, this is a half double crochet, so you can pull through all three. Then I would knot it at the end like I showed you before. Or you can, it's your preference. Some people go through the chain, then add the yarn, then pull it through the loop, then pull through all three. Now, if you do it that way, it does make the yarn down closer to the bottom. That's how I do it. And then I take the new yarn and the old yarn, and then let me pull this up. Let me see if I can show you. See the loop? I go in through one time, knot it. Okay? That secures it. Okay? And then I go on and crochet with a new thread. Okay? I really appreciate that you read your chat and responds. Lots of others don't. Oh, that's so sad, because I look at this as our channel. It's not my channel. It's our channel, and that's why I'm here, to help you guys. I don't know everything. I'll admit I don't know everything. I know a lot. I know a lot about nothing. I know a lot about something. I know some stuff. But if I don't know, I'll find out for you. And if someone else in the chat doesn't know, we'll find out. And on the next show, that's why I do live shows. Because I think videos are nice. Don't get me wrong. Those are nice, but I don't have the one-on-one with you guys to be able to say, hey, you have any problems? Do you have any questions? Do you need help? That's how you add new yarn. That's why I consider this our channel. It's not my channel. It's ours. That's why when I said we have, 289 people, 489 people on our channel. It's our channel. It's not mine. You haven't tried linen. That is, it feels like comparing to wool. Linen compared to wool, it's a lot softer. Linen, well, just like wool, you can get it in different thicknesses. So it's really hard for me to answer that question. I do it the same, basically. The only time I change knot, usually, is when I use real little teeny tiny stuff, usually tinier than this. I can't find my my muffin. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. Um, that has like the 3 or 4 little threads. Now I will tie them together like I showed you, a knot, and pull them together, and then snip. That's how I do the tiny, tiny stuff. Um, um, I wish I could find my tissue paper. I had it right here. But I'll show you, like this stuff. See, it has, I think 3. This one has 3 or 4. This, I got it. It's a mystery cake. But this, I know it's a 3 all put together. But since it has like 3 little threads, and the threads aren't spun together, I tie them together like I showed you. Tie one to get one on one, not on one side, one on the other side, and then pull them together. And the knot is so little that you can't really see it when you crochet. But yeah, when it's this thin, like it's little threads, because you want to make sure you catch all those little threads. Especially, sorry, my nose itching. You want to make sure you get them. I had a shawl out of a bamboo linen blend, and it felt wonderful. It was so soft and nice, snuggly. My niece snagged it from me when she came to visit. Oh, that's so neat, Carrie. So neat. Yes, I love linen. It's very soft, and some linen's shiny, some's not. But yeah, if it's a real slippery, you know what I mean by slippery and shiny yarn, sometimes you need to knot those, or make sure definitely make sure you go back 3 or 4 times when you're weaving in the ends, because the yarn is so slippery and shiny that it can come out, and you don't want, if you're giving it as a present or selling it, or person can wash it or whether, you don't want it to fall apart on them, because then you really will feel bad. Little sucker. I like that. Yeah, swooped on my shawl. See how you are. So anyway, well, I gotta get off here. Oh my gosh, it's been almost an hour and a half. Oh, time has flew. I'm so sorry. I try to keep it under an hour when we chat, but we had a lot to chat about, didn't we? I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna go check on a little man, puppy dog, and see how he's doing. He's probably sleeping. He was napping when I checked on him before we got started. So I will see you guys Friday. I don't know when. It'll probably be late afternoon, if not early evening. But we will chat, because I will have ice yarn to show you. So you guys, save up your questions for Friday, and we'll chat then. Okay. So thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart for joining me, for sharing your questions, for making this community awesome, because I couldn't do it without you. And I appreciate every one of you for your comments, and especially your prayers for puppy dog. So you all have a great day. And again, thank you so very much. And I love you all so very much. Have a great day, and God bless you always. See you guys later. Bye-bye.